Hey, there we go. Maybe you can hear me now too. Cool as this music is, let's give it a break and let's see if we can boot up Batman and Robin for the PS1. This. That and boom. There we go. So I did a tiny bit of reading, just checking up on a few things. I wanted to see before we get started today. Basically, just look a little bit on the availability of cheats, strats, FAQs, anything like that, because this seems like it could be a rather difficult game. I know it controls very poorly. And again, this is essentially the sequel to Batman Forever, which was insanely hard. So if it's like in the same ballpark, we might not get far. But I was able to find someone on the Game FAQs forums for this game had linked to
I really am to die for.
Had linked to a YouTube video where someone in the description of that video had linked to a PDF of a guide that came with some PlayStation magazine back in the 90s or something. Scotty, yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. Like, I was honestly considering just playing straight from that guide from the get-go anyway. Like, especially if it's a game that I think seems like it may be difficult. It's not important to me at all to, like, you know, legitimately beat the game to show how good I am. Like, it's not a measure of skill or anything like that. I just want to kind of explore and see what the games have to offer. Ideally, I get to play through them, but if they're too difficult for me, I feel like even if you might argue that I would have more to gain from learning to beat the game and beating it as opposed to like cheating my way through it, for the purposes of sort of why I'm doing this, that's not really the case. But taking a very quick look at that guide, like, I don't know how helpful it is. In some ways for sure, but in others maybe not so much, because there is kind of a puzzle-solving element to the game. I mean, looking at this is pretty damn ambitious for like PS1. It's not a bad-looking game. Fighting a thug in the back. This might have been the holographic trading thing that I read about. I'm not sure. But anyway, the basic structure of the game, from my understanding, is that the game
Love hurts.
like
In
takes place
case,
over
it kills.
72 hours. And during those 72 hours, like, there's a bunch of crimes that are going to happen, and you're going to have to find the clues to, like, figure out ahead of time where the crimes will happen, and then you get there and, like, you get to kind of a more linear stage, and you have to sort of beat that stage essentially on a timer. And it seems like vaguely Dead Rising, like, where, like, you have to do all this stuff timed, and if you fail, that means the criminals, like, I don't know, that Mr. Freeze gets more diamonds and shit. And if they, like, commit too many crimes so you don't stop them at the end of the 72 hours, you game over. Something like that. A lot of soft locking pits does not surprise me. So yeah, the controls are a little... Okay, so we got These are like the detective controls or whatever. There's moving, and you can modify. The move modifier also lets you block and evade, but also sidestep and quick turn. Fight toggle gives you like Tekken controls for the face buttons. I guess you can't fight and do the fight toggle and move toggle at the same time. Like, it's so complicated. Needlessly complicated. Run, walk toggle, look around. I would imagine the game supports analog. I'm not exactly sure. Final boss becomes impossible if you miss 2 clues. That sounds both delightful and very possible from my understanding of this game. So, yeah, everything Scuddy is saying is pretty much confirming my suspicions. You know, about the both difficulty but also kind of obtuseness of this game. But at the same time, again, I want to give it credit for being pretty ambitious and also attempting stuff that not many Batman games have attempted before or since. Well, let's start and let's kick the timer. Kick start the timer. Yeah, we got quality CG here. Good Arnold laugh. I guess this is the Batcave loading screen. Yes. Welcome to the Batcave. Yeah, the game's like really ahead of its time in many ways. And like, so there's like tutorials, there's the timer mechanic where you solve puzzles by finding clues. Like there's, I mean, obviously it's pretty simple, but there is like detective work you're doing. You even acknowledge that aspect of the Batman character. It's like really unusual, especially for a game based on this movie. Mr. Freeze is at large and looking for power. Use your detective abilities to decipher the clues to the time and place of his next crime. Fight gang members and henchmen, and may drop a clue or useful item. There may also be clues hidden away in stores and secret rooms in Gotham City. The more clues you get, the more chance you have of beating Mr. Freeze to his next crime. There are already 2 clues in the back computer waiting for your analysis. Walk up to the console and click. That's a gas thing. That's the incorrect button. But yeah, like the structure of the game is one thing, but the 3D, like if they had a similar structure but it played like Batman Forever, that could have been pretty cool. Or, you know, if they wanted to do this type of gameplay, it really should not have been on PS1. Clues. Okay, we got 2 halves of a poster. Other maps, okay. Okay. But like this shit is awesome. Zoom in on our email here. Remember, the clues can be combined with other clues such as the Gotham City tourist map to provide more information. Gotham City Museum, Monday to Friday. Minutes after close. F. So here we can see Dan Diamond on display, but it's scribbled out when they close. Wait, enhance. Enhanced writing beneath the mark. The museum closes at 1905. Oh, select. Combine. Now we got the whole poster. Got notes here. Analyze. It is obvious that Mr. Freeze is planning to steal the Sedan Diamond from the museum tonight. How fucking cool is this? And then it adds this little note here. This is so cool. Like, it's obviously childishly simple, at least in this example. But again, like, how cool is it to get to do this little thing? So can we combine? Wait. I guess not. Okay. Here's the Bat Cave. There's like this fucking open map you can drive around. Ice rink. These are like all the stages I guess you can go to. Oh, okay, there's like bat computers in the city, I guess. Wait, museum. Are these circle stops? Golden. Okay. Lock. Wait, hang on. Huh? Board. So yeah, time is actually moving here. Yeah, I love it when they try to include the detective side. Yeah, and it like never happens. Like one of the few examples I can think of. Later Arkham games did it to some degree, but not great. So another thing, I just want to pause here. I wasn't aware of this, but I read when I was doing a little bit of reading, kind of pre-stream today. Apparently, you can switch characters. You can play as Robin and Batgirl right off the bat by like finding their wardrobe things or whatever. Those spots, yeah. So, because I thought there was a Robin logo. Oh, the controls are so fucking. Press 2 to become Robin. So is that the Batman one on the right where I restocked, I guess? Question is, where's the Batgirl one? Well, it's 9. Greater leanness and agility. Okay. How do I leave this shit? Wait, is there like a vehicle somewhere? The robber's happening in a minute. Yeah. Like, this is cool. It looks pretty great. But, yeah, it's just kind of unplayable, I guess. Oh, wait. Guess how do I drive? I got like 2 seconds to make it there. Like the game, like it, yeah. Where am I going? Our map. Status. Tools. In advance time. Oh, I'm still like fucking making it out of this shit to get into the city. Turn left here. Dude, it's like bad GPS. See the turn. Like again, it's a mess, but it's pretty damn cool. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize the game was so loud. How do I... What do? Okay. Oh, okay, there we go. Nope. Oh. R2. Yeah, there we go. Like extreme slowdown. Oops, I got ran over. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. That's the jump button. Okay. Good luck inside. Yeah, I'm gonna need it. Like the controls are pretty bad. Everything's like really sluggish. So from what I remember, something about the guide is like you have to do shit and just like you have to basically race Mr. Freeze. Fight modifier. That's not it. That's the fight modifier. No thug. They're destroying me. Dude, it's so fucking slow. There's like a 40 frame startup on everything. I don't know if there's like combos. Collected some health. Oh, there's a guy right in front of me. Nope, I gadgeted it when I meant to punch. How do I block again? Well, accidental gas might have been. No, I'm trying to punch. Dude, the controls are... Holy shit, the controls. Alarm has not gone off yet. Instead of advancing time, why don't I... Something over here? I'm gonna try to see if I can fucking figure out how to do anything. Camera too. Okay, wait, hang on. Wait, is there a point to that? Like the service elevator? Apparently every enemy in the game has a random chance to obliterate virtually all of your health in one hit. That's always a great feature. Definitely something you want. The music's like weirdly good. I guess it's just the movie score? I don't know. That's what it could be. Camera, like... Press do to enter the vents. Okay, except won't let me. Do I have to jump and press do? Oh, I just tap it. Oh. Okay, now I get it. Okay, you're not supposed to... Okay. Okay. That might help with some of the controls. You're not even supposed to hold a button. You're supposed to tap it to switch. Is that activating those elevators? Like, what's... This one is a hold. And so is this one, I think. Well, yeah, I guess the options did call them modifiers. Not toggles. Okay. So you hold L1, you can't walk forward because you're in like sidestep mode. So forward does nothing instead of walking forward. That's pretty stupid. Can't use analog sticks, I guess. Maybe I have to like activate. Status. And then like these menus are like 60 FPS, almost disorienting. Ugh. You advance it by 1 minute. Wait, how do I know how long I'm supposed to advance it? So I guess I wasn't supposed to be here by 7:05, but like 7:30 or something. And there just happened to be thugs here. This game is confusing. Okay, I couldn't advance it further than that. Blue, okay. Whoop. Cool, I exploded the guy. Dude, like, there's like a 4-second delay before anything happens. Okay, I'm dead. Okay, is that a game over or what are we talking here? Do I lose time? What happens? Okay, I guess I failed this like level. Or a game over.
Love hurts.
Oh, okay, cool.
In
Yep,
my
game
case,
over.
It kills.
Cool. But, okay, at least we know that we're not in as much of a hurry as I thought we were. So I can explore the Batcave a little more than that. This is exactly why I was hoping this game would have like cheat codes and shit. So you can actually get to experience it without the hassle of risking certain and swift death. Oops. Alright, cool. So we got that. Zooming in on the email here. Alfred, okay, cool. CC Dick Barber, alright, cool. I mean, the game does have a few nice touches like that. Even highlighted the stuff that like we didn't look at yet. That was pretty cool. Well, let's save here, I guess. Do I have a memory card here? Yep, okay. I guess the clock is like real time, maybe? Kinda seems like it. Okay, so there's some sort of training area. Let's see. Step onto the light pad to replenish your health. Ah, cool. Oh boy, it's gonna say it's gotta be around 7 o'clock because now fucking laser beam in my eyes. It's I like clockwork. Well, it's sunlight, so that makes sense. Blue light, yep, that would be the holographic fight area. Oh, I should have read that, but oh, you try. Wait, what? Sort of Simon Says thing or what? Circle or X or right or left kick. Press the X for a left kick like this. Oh, the game is like doing it, and now I do it. Okay. There are special attacks as well. Oh, okay. Both punches for a hammer punch. Can't see shit. Well, Teasel, the number that I will admit that the Just see. Some of how the games are sort of split up is a little arbitrary. But I'm including games and DLC, specifically like DLC where that's kind of a separate campaign thing. Because there are other games that have DLC that just is like extra costumes and stuff. I didn't really count that. Dude. So 1, 2, 2, 1, 4, 1, 2. 1. I didn't realize that wasn't me doing it, by the way. Is the music supposed to like help me with the timing or something? Dude, like this is absurd. Like it's impossible to tell what's happening. Dude, this is like quite bothered. But I mean, yeah, I mean, if you type in !Batman, you'll get the full list. You'll see. So like, Arkham Knight has like a ton of. Wait, hang on. Oh, I didn't. I'm so disoriented. By her.
Yeah.
So Arkham Knight has a bunch of these like tiny standalone greater speed. So probably I die really easily, right? Fighting thing. Whoops, I guess you just fall down there, okay. So the Arkham Knight stuff is like, a lot of them are like short 20-minute things, but they are like standalone. Cool, the like pre-programmed thing did the wrong thing because I wasn't in fight mode. Cool. That's supposed to hit him? Can't get closer. Like the game is supposed to take over control, but I can still control it. It's super weird. Fuck this shit. Nope. Okay. So yeah, there's a bunch of DLC stuff that like populate that list, sort of. And there's also certain things that are arguably not exactly games, like digital comics and the Batman Activity Center and stuff like that. There's also, in some cases, multiple versions of games that are different, like the Lego Batman. The sequels are like the same on phones and Vita or whatever as they are on console, but the first one, there's like a mobile game and a DS game and a console game, and they're all different. I'm not playing any phone games, and there's a bunch more of those, by the way. But the DS and console ones are different, so we're gonna do both of those. Charge your cells. What the hell's that mean? Alright, let's training. What lights is he talking about? Okay, up. Oh, okay, so down on the right here, this is the target area. Oh, that makes sense. This is Wayne Manor. Dude, that's a pretty steep staircase. Okay, so I guess the game is telling me that I'm supposed to do this. Kinda makes sense. even though the robbery is ostensibly in progress. Anyway. Moves, okay. Can I practice the fucking camera angle? Alright, fight mode. Like fucking invisible Lady Darth Vader here. Combos, special attacks. Defense button, is that? That's probably not that one. No. No. Wait, it has to be this one. No, okay, so that is... Okay, so L1 is the defense button. Oh, but I still have to press the button to block. Dude, this is so fucking confusing. So I have to like tap R2 to go in here to do the draw gadget, and then press L2, L1. This is so like... There's a lot of stuff you can do, but it's so awkward like switching between it. It's so... Oh, poorly thought out. Can I just turn this shit off, please? No. There we go. Whew. But anyway, there's a lot of Batman games, and there always have been, for the most part. There's a few eras. I do like a... Okay. Hold it? Fuck. Bannerang. Am I all out of stuff, maybe? I'm gonna have to pick up weapons. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I am using the look button. Have to be in fight mode? No. How do I do shit? Do I have to pick... I must be out of them because I can't fucking do anything. Okay. So much for the infinite ammo. Wait, is there a glide? Yep, I guess there is. Batgirl weighs the least, just... She has to fall a long distance to break through a platform. Oh, that's the thing, I guess. However, she can use her missiles to break... Missiles? What the heck? Alright, jump. Or toggle to run forwards, and then jump. Yes! Oh! Thanks a lot, game. Oh. Yeah, more weird glide animations. So, thank you, I'm trying. There's a jet boost device to ascend to the top of a tall, okay. What the heck? I guess I didn't pick up. What do I jet boost? I have to like equip tools. Double lift, jet boost, activate item. Wow. Okay. What the fuck? Why would the game like interrupt you as you run up to the ledge? Oh, you can fall down, you know. I'm trying to fucking jump. Ah. Like, this is a safe tutorial area, and it's already pissing me off. I guess I can't, like, vault or climb ledges. Guess I'm out of jet boosts. Yep. Oh, Batgirl and Robin, blah, blah, blah. Improve their strength by fighting golem gangs in Gotham City. Jesus Christ. So, is there any reason to not pick Batman then? Wait. They need to activate it? What about Batman? I mean, I'm not annoyed by the tutorial except for that one thing with the weird timing of it when you're on the ledge. I'm annoyed by the controls being terrible. And this game being far too ambitious for its own good. Oh, I guess we could have taken a shortcut here. Oh. Except you can't get through, right? Nope. But yeah, this makes me really excited to actually watch a playthrough of this. Okay, let's see if we can make it back to the Batcave. Also, Val, what's up? And yeah, Nora, I was thinking a lot of the Croft Manor. That's like consistently the one part I've always kind of enjoyed about the Tomb Raider games, even though I'm otherwise not a big fan. Again, I cherish the opportunity to be other characters, but I guess Robin and Batgirl kind of suck. So let's become Batman. Oh, this is a lot harder to control. I mean, imagine, you know, Tomb Raider, except you have to toggle back and forth between walking and running, and you have to toggle between interacting and fighting. And you're in this weird-ass Tekken control scheme, but you can't jump or you can't block, so you have to hold the block modifier. Then you can't strafe because you just roll. But if I turn off the fight modifier, then I sidestep in the defensive mode. It's like, oh, dude, it's like insane. Well, I guess we'll get to try the Batmobile. Is that really the movie Batmobile? I guess I can't really tell. It's really dark. But the tank controls are only... It's not even half of it. It's just like... Oh. I mean, yeah, the graphics, like the they could have basically put this whole thing like on PS2 where it could render properly and just play a lot better. I guess I'm not meant to crash into this thing? I don't know. What the fuck is up with the Batmobile? Why is it all like bright blue? Gothamite is being mugged? How do I jump out of this thing? Well, not like that, I guess. Cool. That's on him. Wait, Batman's head's just like popping out of this thing? Oh, I can shoot, I guess. Oh, okay. Fight mode engaged. Whoops! Just attacked civilian. Feel their pain. Alright, okay. Status. Well, no. Wait. Clue. Okay, one. Oh, we have to go to the Bat computer. Right. 3 batarangs. Okay, wait. Bat laser map. There's just like conspicuous the drive out of Wayne Manor. I see it. So here's the hotel or a museum rather. Drink. World of Rings. That computer console. Yeah, like it's like someone said, it's a complete train wreck of a game, but it's an interesting one. Wait, deactivate combat. Press do. Okay, and here we go. Power cell. Turn left here. Can I? Okay, I can accelerate with X. That's better. I was pressing up because that also worked. Like this in a game that could handle it would have been cool. Will I try to beat this game? Not really. I mean, I'm not deliberately trying not to beat it, but I'm not gonna keep playing this for weeks and weeks. Wait, run. Bean K's. Run to reverse. Gotham City is a fuck. It is a shithole. It was right in that other game. Trying to get out. Okay. The phone box. Okay. Do here. Gonna punch some trash cans. And if I activate combat mode. Okay. Can we do the trash? Nope. Okay. Right. That looks like a crime scene. Press do to collect a coin. Health. Oh, it was a clue. Was also. Classic Batman strats, just fucking collecting loose change from payphones. You can buy a fucking newspaper. Who needs a bat computer, am I right? Health. News for your health. Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, I got 2 clues. Okay. Oh, do Batmobile. Okay. Well, that's alarm isn't annoying or anything. Luckily, there's no collision on that thing. Oh, the controls. Get on to the museum. Green light, convenient. Drop stuff or? Nope, just a trash fire. Okay. So that seems like a pretty conspicuous clue to just pop up like that. Look around. Can I? Well. Little trash hallway. Pharmacy, something or other. I'm guessing it's. Okay. That. Whatever. Ah! Okay, it's this place. Well, let's find the Batmobile again, I guess. Oh, first stands out. Do turn around. That's the accelerator. Boom. All right. Okay. Cool. We're just half health on our way to the first stage. Cool. Just blow this thing. I mean, they're evil cars, I guess. They have an ice cream on them, so they're probably evil. Yeah, like it's a fairly crazy level of detail on everything. Really cool, but again, Like the game barely runs. Like you can't see anywhere. The controls are terrible. Cool. That's fine. I wanted to get run over. That's all according to plan. Open the doors and walk in. Okay. Ugh. It's really a shame that this game seems very bad because it also seems very cool. Yeah, so you're supposed to like activate the laser thing or whatever. Right, Batman seems to be able to kill these guys a lot faster. Gadget, was that like a battery? There's one guy left, right? No? Not due to enter vents. We have to shoot the vent open, maybe? Okay, buttons don't do anything. Do I have to equip weapons? Batarang. Select item. Okay. That seemed to be a thing. Press do now. Oh, there we go. Picked up a gadget. Okay. What do I press do to get on here? Oh, do I like side roll? No, wait, that's the walk. Wait, combat mode, roll. Nope, that doesn't work either. Wait, can I jump? Can I do? Fuck. Jump. Wait. Okay, I like held the do button and it worked. Yeah, I deliberately forgot where you put this shit. What's happening when I do this? Ah! Oh, I guess there was a wall there, but the light... Does that activate the elevators from over here? I mean, I'm guessing there's nothing to be gained from it, but I just want to know what the hell's happening. Nope. Is it on the other side? I'm just like, what is it that's making that noise? I don't get it. It's black too, you can't see. Well, I mean, I guess this thing does make it lighter in here, but... what was that camera angle? Did it try to show me something? Like, it could just as easily have been just a total glitch. I mean, I'm just killing time here anyway, so I figured I'd try to see if I understood any of this, but I really don't. Tools, nope. Status, advanced time. Can't waste the bannerang. Maybe it's relative to when you get there? Yeah, must be. Yeah. Blue. Camera angles. There we go. Thanks. Breaking stuff. Okay, sure. That seems like a true Batman. Dude, that does a shit ton of damage. Okay. Whoa. So you're supposed to like deactivate some shit to get up here. Climb the dinosaur. Rarely improved abilities. Batman certainly seems better at fighting. Like, I'm really fucking stressed out. What am I even supposed to do? I can't even see what anything is, let alone figure out what I'm supposed to do. Oh, alarm. Supposed to do like platforming or some shit? Health. Jumping. Okay. I didn't get the actual jump. Blue hidden. Well, no shit. It's not very exactly hidden, is it? Picked up some kind of perfume or something, I don't know. Blue bottle something or other. Oh, okay, this is all connected. Whoa, 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 hang on. No, wait, this is how I got in here, right? Yeah, it is. Nope! What the? Okay, let's try that one more time. If we can avoid just fucking running off this platform. Is there anything over here? Oh, got some junk. No way I can like glide over to that thing. Of course. Nice! Yeah, that took a bit of damage there, huh? Dude, I was just supposed to beat these guys up? How is he hitting me when I'm fucking behind him? Yeah, I guess I need to get that health by the dinosaur or whatever. Did I pick it up already? Was it behind him? Oh, it's like there. That's health, right? Yep. So, can I like move into the next room now? Are the doors open? This one isn't. Okay. That little animation of him like tapping something with his hand will play regardless of whether or not it actually does anything. Would be nice if like nothing happened unless you actually can interact. Now it's like really unclear. Like climb up. Oh. Is it open? Dude, the camera angle was fantastic here. It sort of follows the movie, I guess. I'm sure it takes some liberties. Maybe I have to do this guy first. But this is the opening scene of the movie, basically. Mr. Freeze and his gang break into the museum to steal diamonds that are apparently in this place. Because somehow the suit that keeps Mr. Freeze cold runs on... Not only does it run on diamonds, but there's a diamond-powered laser of some sort in the suit that keeps him cold. I really don't know how that all adds up, but that's what they say. Well, there's something in there. Just stuff, cells or whatever. But I don't think I'm supposed to just fight dudes. I'm supposed to like find some switch or something. I did read something briefly. Fuck it. Let's look at the guide. When you arrive in the museum, you'll be attacked by a few snow thugs, but they're pretty weak, so give them a kicking. Go straight ahead, follow the stairs, level the main room, attacked by thugs. After which, Mr. Freeze himself will come out from the Aztec hut. If he appears near the head statue in the middle, they have taken too long and it's already stealing the diamond. If you take too long, then Mr. Freeze will shut down the barrier and steal the diamond. You need to get to the diamond before Mr. Freeze does, but you have to disable the barrier first. Just do near the head podium statue and you'll be shown... What? Where the switches are to turn off the barrier? First... The fuck? Am I supposed to beat... Okay. Press do near the head podium statue. Let's see if we can figure out that sentence. Is it this thing? Okay. I guess I could have figured that out. No, that's the wrong way. But I was supposed to activate, interact with that thing. But I just figured that it wouldn't let me do much because of the barrier. Okay, so Mr. Freeze activated the... What? The other barrier. So am I like late to the party here? Oh. Can I activate this thing, please? Okay, Can I pick it up? Thank you. Oh. I'm trying to get to the other side of the base here. Oh.
You are not sending me to the cooler.
Well, I guess he like sort of did have to work for us by disabling one of the lasers or the things. Oh, sorry. Oh, nope. There we go. Whew. Okay, I guess we're done here, so now we can leave. Now we gotta like find more clues. So we like barely survived. Like the stage, the first of like 5 stages on day 1. Whew. Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. It looks ghetto as shit, but I guess we would get a different headline if we fucked up. So that's kind of cool. So I guess we need to get to the bat computer. Wait. I mean, I could go back to the Batcave. Golden Wonder Bat computer. Actually, you know what? I probably want to do that because I think this is where we're supposed to go next. Actually, I can just check that. Literati, next location. Graveyard, Arkham Asylum, Cinema, Botanical Gardens. Maybe a thing. Axis Chemicals, alright. Crown Jewels. Fences, Graveyard, Observatory. Oh, okay, so this is the end, I'm sure. What are cinemas? Are those a thing? Night Station. Oh, like the map's pretty expansive. Rama. Okay, whatever the hell that is. Literati, okay. Well, let's I can refill health, I guess, too, so screw it. Let's go back to the Batcave. That would be this way, right? Okay, well, cool. I just blew himself up. Fine by me. Let's run through some trees and shit, I guess. Alright, it's loaded. Alright. Oh, something's like... Oh, okay, I was gonna say something's like slowing me down. That thing's pushing on me. It's getting all weird. Not on my watch. So this is a bad idea. Get out of the way, fucking civilian. Nope. Combat mode. Combat time. Cool, we got a clue. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Alright, that's not it, guys. Yeah, like people hadn't really figured out how to do some of these things better than terribly. Or at all, for that matter. And this guy's just gonna basically come with me to the Batcave, is that it? I also guess it's not the least bit suspicious that the Batmobile would just like... Alright, well, we did something, we foiled a crime, let me just drive back to Wayne Manor. I mean, this place somewhere hidden. Did I press a button to give myself full health or something? What happened there? That's kind of neat. Oh, I feel like I need to like lie down, take a rest. Like it's so... The fact that everything is so frustrating makes it like exhausting. I received an email in the Bat computer. Like, and that thing moving so choppily, and like everything is moving at a different frame rate. There's a lot of stuff like that. Oh, I just realized too, is the sound levels okay? I just kind of panicked lowered it when I noticed it was really high, and now it looks like it's really low, but I guess maybe the game is pretty loud. Sound is okay. Well, take your word for it. Probably, yeah, well, we'll see. Yeah, okay, wait. Clues? Yeah, the email is part of the clues. Oh, so this is a separate email. I see, okay. Zoom. Use Bad Computer's navigational targeting by look. Okay, yeah. Still deaf from the alarm. Yeah, fair enough. Bit of map, security okay. Book of Karate. Okay, pretty good. Frosty, get the crown. Okay. Heist some more diamonds. $20.10. Okay. Bit of map. Odd shaped map. So I guess we can see where that. Okay. Wait, bit of map. Crown Jewels is located here. Yeah, the writing is kind of weird. Okay. Golden Wonder. Oh, okay. So you can see like they're where they're planning to hit, I guess. Security camera recorded the time as 9:10. I have like pieced together. Best to wait until Freeze is apprehended before returning this to its rightful owner. Sure. Whatever you say. Whatever I say, I don't know. Insert these in newspaper sheets to get a copy. Okay. Book of Karate. Robin. Oh, I see. that's the whole book for that, huh? Dr. Freeze. Okay, we get his backstory. Okay, that's important. Professor Arnold. Tiny little window here. I mean, this is kind of cool, but boy, okay. So, do we need more clues here? Because I think, or maybe they don't always happen in this order. Because in the guide, it's just like, you know, there's Museum, Glitterati, World of Rings, Crown Jewels, Golden Wonder. Okay, Glitterati is the only place where Mr. Freeze shows up, so I guess that would imply that maybe that's the last one. So maybe we're supposed to do these three first. So maybe they'll hit Crown Jewels at 8:10. Yeah, Arnold is fun. Like, the villains are all kind of fun in this movie. That's kind of why I like the movie, as opposed to Forever, where the Riddler and Two-Face are both just out obnoxiousing each other all the time. Like, it's terrible. Okay, let's go get some healing gas, and I guess go to, I don't know, we can try to collect some more clues, I suppose. I don't know. Sure, we heal up, right? Another thing. Hologram. Ah, I'm trying to squeeze past here. Something up here? Nope. Here you can charge your cells or whatever. I have no idea what the cells are. But let's recharge them. Oh yeah, I mean, Bane obviously has nothing to do with the kind of Bane in the comics, and like the plot of this movie basically is kind of a dubious remake of the Mr. Freeze episode from the animated series, which like the melodrama kind of works better there. Well, I don't know. Get out of there. With this kind of family thing, that girl stuff, like sort of shoved in there to make the movie length and not an episode of the show. But so yeah, the villains, yeah, they're not necessarily great adaptations or like the greatest versions of those characters or anything. I'd never say that, but at least they're kind of fun to watch. But I don't know, Bane even being in the movie, or like there's a lot of stuff like with his tying the whole Venom thing into Poison Ivy's story or something, like I don't know. It really didn't need to be there, but you know, but then on the other hand, you get the stuff like the surveillance photo of Bane in a trench coat and a hat, like on top of his outfit and shit. Like it's pretty goofy. Yeah, I'll defend the movie. I mean, I can and I have. This game, though, I don't know, man. Nope. Okay, I guess I have to. I just want to buy a damn newspaper. Did I buy all the newspapers here, or what's the deal? Zero coins, didn't I? Oh, maybe that just got stored in the computer from when I had the coin. That would kind of make sense. Background stuff was just painful. It was so forced and insulting to everyone's intelligence. Alfred's just like, oh hey, I knew you'd break into the Batcave, perfectly fitted pre-made suit. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like it. It's like, it's a bit schmaltzy and it's silly, but it also kind of works. I don't know. Like within the sort of, I think it's like drama on kind of the right level of how silly the movie is and how like sort of the depth, believability of it. Like it's, wait, Trash Boutique, pretty good. I don't know. I think I don't mind it so much. I guess I'm headed, well, sort of top right from my perspective now on this map. I think as far as the game's concerned, my target is still the Batcave. Maybe I was supposed to combine the photo with the note or something to get the the instructions, but even if I don't, surely what is supposed to happen at that place will happen, right? But then the game, the guide, I don't know. I didn't read it super carefully, but it doesn't say anything about times and stuff, so I wonder how much of that is like just set on a timer and how much of it is just, well, it'll change with every replay of the game depending on how you play it or whatever. So I don't know. Ooh, tired hands. I have to eat anything today. I'll probably do that. Also, I don't know if I'm even remotely going in the right direction here. Golden Wonder. The place I'm going to go is the Crown Jewels. Okay. Gardens. Well, I'm not totally place, I guess. Not exactly the right place either, I don't think, but some bites, Ram World, back. Oh. Oh, there we go. Crown Jewels. Okay, so I did totally go the wrong way. It's like a little far too. I wonder if the red area mean something. But was there a... Okay, let me take a right up there and see if we can combine those clues and get... See if that. Ah. What the hell is that now? It's a little easier to move around. Okay, so pharmacy. Oh, nice. The bell is ringing because it's 7:56. Makes sense. Ah, the controls. Golden Wonder. I see what that is. So I just, yeah, Arnie's. Ah. Grocers. Well, here's Golden Wonder. What that means... Fat computer console. I don't even know what I'm looking for. But whatever it is, it's further down the street. Can't even fucking figure it out. Wasting time. Well, I guess back to the. Oh, I guess we just load the game in that case. Do that. Well, the.
I really am to die.
I was gonna reply to a comment, but I misunderstood it. Doesn't matter. Oh, this game is, you know, it's probably not because of the game, but I'm feeling super like sluggish and tired. But I think the game is not helping. Huh. You like add everything and see what you come up with? Judging by the distance of the buildings in the background, they were an hour from the heart of Gotham City when this photo was caught by the security camera. Okay, that's cool. Okay, can I... Oop, I can't combine those. Wait, so, where did that information end up? I'll look at the photo. And so they were an hour. How's that supposed to help me? Crown Jewels is located here. Can't enhance it. Oh yeah, I can't take it to mean anything other than some shit's gonna go down there. And we kind of know that already. But does... Are we lacking... Are we lacking clues? Is that it? Do we have to go fight dudes to get more clues? I'm kind of stumped. And that's the thing too, the guide here doesn't really explain everything. Just, I mean, it explains kind of what you're supposed to do at each of these stages or whatever you want to call them, but it doesn't really explain at all any of the open aspects of the game. And it could be, I don't know. No, I can't progress time because it's already past 1910. That was a long time ago. It's already 1949. Well, no, I mean, we know the information we got from the map. It says Crown Jewels is located there. Like, we got the scrap. It says this is weird, but when we combine it with the city map, we get like, oh, it's the location to Crown Jewels. So there'll be something But that's the thing. I can't combine this with that. I press combine, nothing happens. I can't like piece together. I can't conclude, I guess, that the time is connected to that heist, because there will be multiple heists going on in the same night. So maybe 2010 is some other place. Let me see.
There's something about an anatomically correct rubber suit.
Whoa now. Dude, that looks... that alert looked hilarious with the cover art with the Batman face right above it, by the way. That really made me laugh. That was too perfect. Krispy Kreme gifted a tier 1 sub to Scotty. It's their first gift sub in the channel. I think it's the first gift sub in the channel. That's very, very generous, and I highly appreciate it. Let's see some Jiggy Kwans. Yeah, I just wanted to see. There are no guides. And yeah, I guess I could find like playthroughs and stuff, but I'm also not sure. Like the way the game works. Whether I need the clues. I mean, yeah, someone mentioned that like apparently there's something towards the end of the game where if you're missing clues, there's a final boss that becomes unbeatable or something. I don't know, but I don't know in general if like the goal is to sort of find the clues and like if it's required of me to do all this stuff, or if you can ignore all that if you already know like the predetermined this or that of how the game's gonna work. I mean, the guide implies that these locations, the levels are kind of static, that they're not going to be randomly generated or something, like in order to force you to do the detective stuff. But maybe the order and time, because none of the graphics, like the timestamps we get are all just in text, so they could easily change. So it could be that the different heists come in a different order depending on like with each playthrough, and you have to find the clues in order to get that information. But I mean, I also don't know. I mean, it could be we could just drive to get the crown, it says. Well, that would imply that. So maybe we could have gotten fewer clues. We could have gotten more clues. But I'm guessing the mission critical clues. Like, we didn't get the clue that was on top of the dinosaur, right? Probably should have tried to get that, but oh well. Probably the less critical ones were stuff like the Book of Karate or this. I mean, kind of tell it's Arnold. It's pretty well done. Well, before I like give up, I guess, why don't we drive all the way? I guess the target's here, not because I'm missing something, but because I set it there, or at the very least, I can set it elsewhere. Yeah, I can just set it there. Wait, hang on. Yeah. So let's drive there and see. Maybe we have everything we need. If we can make it there and survive. I don't know. Yeah, this is a very interesting game. It's unplayable. do we speed up? There we go. Get some health gas. You have collected some health. Ah, let me. I think you can get refilled batarangs or whatever here, right? Okay. I mean, get an opportunity to recharge your cells. Of course, you're gonna recharge your cells. Goes without saying, right? Oh, yep. Let's try this again. We've had different clues. Yeah, I would suspect there to be some degree of randomness. Which kind of makes it even cooler if you think about it. If it actually makes for a game that's a little more open-ended, like I don't think this is particularly open-ended, but again, given the information I have, or like what I can interpret, so to speak, from the guide I have, that's not a break. Where the fuck am I going? Big wild goose chase here. The map's so tiny. Whoops! Oh, never mind. It would be nice to not crack every 2 seconds, but might be a lot to ask for. I'll just keep going here, I guess, until that was probably a crime or something happening. Bump. Whoa. Crashing into everything. It's like, well, whatever. So yeah, not there, but up ahead. Keep forgetting that's not the brake button. Pick loose and just drove off to the back. Yeah, but yeah, I'm curious if like you have to set it yourself or I don't know. Anyway, yeah. See you later. Have a good one. Just touch one thing and it's just like you keep bouncing around. I will say, as much as I like the idea, in theory, of it like an open world Batman game, like there's a lot of this kind of structure and ideas that fit well. But man, if I'm ever gonna enjoy driving around in a car, like as part of these types of games, on the one hand, it's like definitely cooler from it, the freedom it gives and everything, but so it just doesn't play great. Let's try to get out of here. Ah! Be another left. That's probably it. controls are. Kind of sluggish, so like when you do a quick tap, you don't really see results. You get used to like holding the button, but then you oversteer every single time. You end up going on this. Ah! Go crazy. Oh boy. Yeah, I can't even talk anymore about this. That's just a little alley. Yeah. Also, my Batmobile is fucking blowing up. I wasn't even paying attention to that. That's the thing, I guess. Scale of the map, like everything is. What the fuck am I doing? So busy going angry that I apparently stopped to look at the map completely. But then it's kind of zoomed out, so it's hard to tell how shit connects. Okay. Well, that answers that. I guess we cannot get through here. Wait, hang on. Oh, and this map doesn't turn, but the map you have on game turns, so it's so disorienting. There we go, now it's the same. But according to this other map, I could go down this route. This does not seem connected like this at all. I want to just turn my head and look, but nope. Okay. Ah! Stuck on everything, and it's weirdly hard to do like small adjustments. Let me just fool myself into believing what was kind of the right thing was actually totally wrong, or what? Okay, it's not car health. Thinking maybe that's what it would mean. Oh. A little brittle, but okay, now we can actually see that it is connected. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess it's a little confusing that the map... I guess the map is a square? But it's drawn inside a circle, so I figured... Oops. That the map was getting cropped, but it wasn't close to the edge of the circle. So I didn't realize. Ugh. Oh boy, I'm like all... Ugh. Busy. So is this game too ambitious for the hardware, or is it just bad? I think it's both. I think technically, like, if you were to go back today and try to design something like this for the PS1, obviously it would never be the exact same as it being made back then. But
it kills.
no, for the sake of argument, I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that you could sort of streamline and just make work much better. But the approach that they've chosen to take, just in general, having this like third-person, pretty free world to explore. I mean, you could drive pretty far without any like loading zones or anything too. So it's very, very ambitious in a way that I think could never have been really great on this console. So it's definitely like overly ambitious, but it's also made with some questionable taste. I don't know. Now it's like questionable skill. I don't know. The whole combat system is pretty bad. Just watching this making me exhausted, thinking of having to do all that shit too. Like the first stage was like one room, and that was bad enough in like figuring out what to do and how to do it. And then I only lucked out at the end.
Is coming.
Oh, this is an exhausting game for sure. Just exhausting. Why don't we freeze the timer there? Good to know, I guess, about the blockade thing. I could definitely try next time, load the game and make it to the crown jewels without dying on the way, and see if you activate that heist, or if there is some element of having to search for clues more actively, and when you don't have them, or like if you don't have enough for the game to explicitly tell you exactly when and where to be, maybe that's the simple way to look at it. Like, if you don't know for a fact exactly, then you are missing clues that you need to get to be able to do this or that. Question is, if they made it on more capable hardware, how many of the bad game issues might be resolved, since they wouldn't need to restrict themselves as much? I mean, if you were to run this game like in another kind of emulator where you could have higher resolution, and let's say we could uncap the frame rate. The frame rate might still be tied to game logic, so that's not a given, but let's assume you still have,
if you can,
very awkward tank controls. You have very awkward camera. The fighting controls are like super laggy, and just it's not a, I mean, yes, it's execution, but I think it's designed just as much. It's poorly designed. It's not like code, or that the game is running so poorly that it's making it that less responsive with the fighting. It wouldn't feel good in 60 FPS either. So I feel like, I don't know, longer draw distances and stuff would make the driving a little more sensible in some way, but at the same time, looks like a pain. It wouldn't automatically just get better because it runs better. Well, I mean, it's a hypothetical no matter what, of course, but the thing is, like, ugh, giant spiders. Fuck spiders. I mean, if this had been a PS2 or Xbox game in, like...
Prepare for a bitter harvest. Winter has come at last.
Like, if it had been made later with the sort of conventions to come with it, then... yeah, they would have had the sense to design it in a different way. Without all these different controller modifiers and the tank controls. But at that point, like, it would be such a different game that it's hard to say that this game would have been better or worse or whatever. Maybe some of the bad design choices, like the bad combat, might be down to hardware limitations. I don't think that's true. It's not the same, but I mean, the same guys made Batman Forever, which also had shitty combat or like overly complicated in a way that didn't need to be or made the game better. But you can't make the argument that hardware limitations made the combat in Batman Forever bad. It was just what they wanted to do. And
Love
as far as I can tell, in that
In
game
my
at least,
case,
it largely
it kills.
functions as intended. This game has like there's a lot of stuff just with being a 3D game from '98 where stuff hadn't been figured out, but it's not, you know, it could be, you could argue that it's like a product of its time, but I think it's still a very strict, like, there's a strict difference between hardware limitations and you know, common knowledge or know-how about how to design stuff. Like, the camera is really bad, but you know, the camera wouldn't be better by running on more powerful hardware. But if this game had been designed and developed during a period where, you know, 3D cameras were more established and there was more of a known way to do them well, then yeah, probably this game would have had a better camera.
Tonight's forecast. A freeze is coming.
This is like the best feature of this game. All these Arnold quotes on the main menu. So, I mean, I think you could look at it in a number of ways. It's like, it was premature. It's ahead of its time in a way, like that it's trying stuff that, you know, were not likely to have been pulled off well by '98. I mean, shit, look at a game like Metal Gear Solid, which also came out in '98. Probably later than this, but that's a game that has aged tremendously well compared to something like this. Compared to most like 3D action games on the PS1, MGS knew when to be complex and when to keep things simple. And, you know, there are no like run modifiers. There's no sidestepping or circling around or quick turns. Just screw it. Just run in the direction you know, press the button or the D-pad or whatever. And there's no left punch, right punch. That, like, you have the buttons and the actions that you need to perform. I mean, not that this and MGS are very similar types of games, but I'm just saying that's a game from the same time period that has aged far more gracefully because it's better designed, and it's designed, you know, to the limitations of what the hardware is technically capable of, but also around the limitations of, like, what have we as an industry figured out how to do well. Like, yeah, maybe over the shoulder, like, free camera is not something that we know how to do well. Okay, So maybe we'll just stick the camera up in the ceiling and let that be that. I mean, of course, Metal Gear is based on earlier games that had a different camera, but even so, like, the fact that they didn't attempt it, I think, goes to show that, like, they realized that it wouldn't work well. So let's be smart about it instead of pushing the envelope for the sake of pushing the envelope, regardless of whether it's actually fun or not. Which I think is kind of what this game does. So this is the museum, but it's all iced over, huh? Kind of weird how that's not the... That looks more like in the movie.
Come and get me, if you can.
Anyway, I still think this game is very interesting. Like, within the larger canon, so to speak, of Batman games, it really stands out. And there's something amusing about it being this movie that is so goofy and stupid. That would be the one to spawn this game where it's kind of... I mean, not like cerebral maybe, but like you have to collect clues and be a detective and whatever. I don't know. Maybe until next time, I will watch some gameplay footage and some playthrough stuff and figure out a little bit more about it, and we'll make another attempt and see how we do. Oh boy, more alarms. Just what I wanted. Anyway, on my vacation now, so I have nothing scheduled for the next couple of weeks, meaning I will have more time to stream for sure. And there's some stuff I want to stream, more Batman stuff obviously, but also I definitely want to finish Chase the Express on PS1, that Under Siege 2 game, basically. That was super sick, like the RE clone with the Seagal movie storyline. I want to finish Koei Toshi as well, the survival game thing where you're in the city attacked by giant monsters on PS4. I started playing that when it first came out, but I never finished it. I only played like half of it, so definitely want to finish that game. Boy, what else? I had some plans to play through Headhunter and Headhunter Redemption. Headhunter was a really cool, well, at the time anyway, a Swedish developed action game for the Dreamcast that was also ported to PS2. I had really fond memories of it and wanted to revisit it because I also got the sequel on Xbox that I wanted to play. The sequel apparently not very good, but I wanted to revisit the first game before I played the sequel, so maybe that's something that'll happen. I have a shit ton of games, like just a massive backlog of 360 games and stuff I want to play. I'm getting a pretty massive backlog of PS4 games at this rate. And, you know, that's saying nothing about all my old consoles and all the dozens of games I have for those that I want to play one of these days. But anyway, look forward to more streams of all kinds of shapes and sizes in the coming weeks. I really hope...
Absolute. Everything freezes.
Yeah. Tell him, Arnold. I really hope that I'll make it past my goal of reaching 1,000 followers before too long. See, we only got 51 people left. Because I do have some fun stuff planned for that. We'll see. That's going to be definitely more than... That's not going to be like one stream that I do. Like, but the 1,000 follower special thing I have planned is probably going to take a good chunk of time. So maybe that'll be the rest of the year. Who knows? But I got fun stuff planned. Keep an eye on my Twitter if you want updates on stream schedule. Otherwise, I may just be streaming kind of whenever in the near future. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe not. But thanks a lot to everyone tuning in, everyone following, hosting, subbing, and everything. It's been an eventful stream today. So thanks a lot, you guys. that'll be it for me today. Stick around for a minute or two as I see if we find a good place to send all of you. Thank you, take care, and see ya.